We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Knights. The Knights have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Nolan Ryan gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Stepping up now, Jimmy Rollins. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Fastball in there, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
0-1, here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground, scooped up, and there are 2 away now.
Batting first, the center fielder, number 1, Richie Ashburn.
In now, Richie Ashburn, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. And that misses inside, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So now to the plate, Jorge Posada, and this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Ashburn, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Fernando Romero, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
So digging in now, Corey Ray. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
To the plate now, Joe Morgan, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Enters play here at 279. A dozen home runs and 23 driven in. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. And a rather easy first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, bench has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Step on the bag for 1, but 1's all they get as the run scores.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Striding in, Dwight Smith Jr., and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Sandberg has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Indiana is on top, 1-0. Second inning set to go, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 8 home runs, 27 driven in. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Good waste pitch. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jay Bruce. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Tucker. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Standing in now, Charlie Culberson. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting it. The shortstop. Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Nolan Ryan. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To Sandberg at second. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So stepping in, Corey Ray, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dan Vogelbach is next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Line hard down the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
The pitcher, Fernando, Romero.
At the plate, Fernando Romero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. A high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Rollins. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
2 out, nobody on. pulled toward right center field. Over to take charge of this one is Andrew, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
The second baseman, Joe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
At the plate now, Andrew Jones, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A runner at second, nobody out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. From the stretch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Posada. And he makes the throw to first. Jones is retired, and there's one away.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Bench. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive. Nice grab, but no play at first, and that'll be scored a single.
Deaver, I'm going to tell you, every pitcher appreciates that. You have a runner in scoring position. Great job at knocking that ball down, keeping it in the infield.
Yeah, no doubt. And as a former infielder, nothing puts a smile on our face better than trying to save runs for you guys. We know how much it means, and he made a heck of a play. That diving stop will prevent a run. Now let's see if the pitcher can get us out of it.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. And the runner from second is in to score. And he's out on a strong throw.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third, so he gets off a really good throw to gun him down.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Indiana is out in front 2-0. So striding forward now, Ryan Sandberg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Morgan is there. One down.
Up next to the bat, the center fielder, Ricky Ashburn.
Standing in, Richie Ashburn. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here it comes. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And this is taken in for the second out.
Up next to the bat, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Ready now, Jorge Posada. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the Georgia native, Charlie Culberson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Culberson, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 20th round selection during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Charlie Culberson becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now pitch on the way. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
In now, Nolan Ryan. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Corey Ray, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kyle Tucker. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. And that is off the wall in right field. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bryce Harper will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So now to the plate, Daniel Vogelbach. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Vogelbach behind, 1 and 2 strikes. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Now batting, the pitcher, Fernando Romero.
Into the box, Fernando Romero, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Knights lead this one 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. First delivery to him on the way.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Two and 1 to Joe Morgan.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ashburn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 25, Andrew.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Tucker is there to make the catch, and Andrew's gone on one pitch.
The catcher, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Johnny Bench. He's 1 for 2 in this one. In there for strike 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jimmy Rollins. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
This is skied into short left center. Iglesias ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Digging in once again, Ryan Sandberg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-1, no strike.
A ball and a strike. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Stepping into the box, Richie Ashburn. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Morgan is calling for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
The left fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
First delivery to him on the way.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
0-1, here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now back, first base.
So one away in the inning, and here's Jay Bruce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Grounded to the right. Reined in. Throw on to first. Gets him from shallow right, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Posada. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 home.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's a ball.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now the 2-1 pitch down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And another foul ball. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Ray. He can't get there as it falls in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 2.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. To the plate now, Alex Bregman, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Comes set, and the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready now, 2-strike pitch on its way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot. and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now.
Right. Harper.
Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. This year against right-handed pitching, Harper is below the Mendoza line, a batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with two away now.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one, so they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Colin Moran will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Colin Moran. Now pitching.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Lifted in the air to center. Jones is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. Mets leave them loaded. They're down 2-1. Jake McGee gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Iglesias. His individual history against Jake McGee. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the ball.
1-0 home. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Now here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Delino DeShields come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Delino.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ballgame. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Joe Morgan, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Morgan is below the Mendoza line, a batting average under 200, unfortunately.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Joaquin Soria will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Jimmy Rollins will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
From the stretch.
Hey.
The 0-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
In now, Ryan Sandberg. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 1, Ricky Ashford.
Into the box now, Richie Ashburn. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First offering on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Nick Goody was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Nick Goody.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew Jones. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
That's another base hit for him. I got to say, though, they've had a really hard time turning all these hits to anything productive on the scoreboard. Only 2 runs to this point, so stranded runners has been the theme most of the game. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Stepping in now, Johnny Bench. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Tucker comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Striding into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Skied into very shallow right. Sandberg has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Jay Bruce. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Posada. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
John Franco takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second, and that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box, Kyle Tucker, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Franco has racked up over 1,300 innings on the major league mound, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Working for the punch out and the offering. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly to Iglesias for 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Knights come out on top for their 30th victory. Nolan Ryan earned his 5th win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Fernando Romero pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. John Franco hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 2 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.